Om Shri Ganesha Namaha. Jai Shri Hari Vishnu Bhagwan. Jai Mahalakshmi Mata. Magha month, chapter 26. The traveler said, O ghost, what did you hear from the crane? Please tell me. The ghost said, In this forest, a river named Kuhur originates from the mountain. I wandered around and reached the bank of that river and stopped there to get rid of my tiredness. At that time, a big monkey with a red face and sharp teeth came down from the tree and quickly came to the place where a crane was sleeping. That naughty monkey, seeing many birds, caught the sleeping crane firmly by its legs, and all the birds flew away from there. But the crane was scared and stopped there wailing. After waking up from sleep and opening its eyes in fears, the crane saw the monkey and said in a sweet voice, O monkey, why did you trouble me without any fault? In this world, even the king punishes only the criminals. Great beings like you do not harm anyone. We are non-violent and do not look at the deeds of others. We eat water, algae, fly in the sky, live in the forest, love our wives, abandon others' wives, stay away from others' evil, do not steal, stay away from the company of bad people, and do not harm anyone. So, O monkey, let go of me, who is innocent. I know the story of your previous birth. Hearing these words, the monkey left him and sat far away and said, How do you know the story of my previous life? You are an ignorant bird and I roam in the forest. The crane said, I know all the stories of your previous life with the power of my caste memory. You were the king of Vindhya mountain in your previous life and I was the respected priest of your clan. Being a king, you used to torment your subjects. You collected a lot of wealth without any wisdom. So, monkey, you have already suffered from the flames of the fire of the suffering of the people. First, you were thrown into the Kumbhipak hell. Your body spent 3000 years in hell. Then, after coming out of hell, due to the remaining sins, you came in the form of this monkey and want to kill me. In your previous life, you had stolen fruits from a Brahmin's garden and forcefully eaten them. The terrible result of that was that you became a monkey and a forest dweller. A person surely has to suffer the consequences of his deeds. Even gods cannot change this. In this way, even after taking birth as a crane, I was not deluded by ignorance. After telling this story, the monkey said that if you know correctly, then tell me, how did you become a bird? The crane said that listen to the reason of my misfortune. You had donated 100 heaps of food grains to many Brahmins at the time of solar eclipse on the banks of river Narmada. I gave a little to the Brahmins due to the pride of being a priest and took the rest for myself. Due to the sin of stealing the wealth of these Brahmins, I first went to the Kav Sutra hell and then to the Rakt Kardum hell, where there were big insects and I was filled with blood and pus, licking the pus with my head down to the navel and legs up. I was bitten by insects, etc., in that stinking hell and suffered that torture for 3000 years. I cannot describe the pain of hell. Then, after getting free from the torture of hell, I was born as a crane because in my previous birth I had stolen a bronze vessel from my sister's house. I gave it to a gambler, and because of this, I was born as a crane. My wife was a Brahmin in her previous birth. She had also stolen bronze, and because of this, she became my wife and a crane. I have told you all this as a result of my karma. Now, listen to the future. Now, you, and my wife will become swans and will live happily in the Kamrup country. After this, we will be born as a cow and then we will be born as a rare human. In this, a human can do both sins and good deeds. In this way, due to Shiva's illusion, the whole world gets entangled in the path of action. Not only we, but all the creatures of this world get trapped in the path of action and do good and bad deeds and suffer their consequences. Therefore, all creatures should follow the path of religion. Gods, demons, humans, tigers, insects all cannot escape this thorny path. Only yogis who know Vedanta can escape from this path. That is why even great saints cannot avoid the consequences of their actions. No one can change it without any method or intellect. You were a king earlier, then you went to hell, now you are roaming in the forest in the form of a monkey, and you will be born in a similar way again. Thinking like this, wait for the time while wandering happily and patiently. Then the monkey said that in the previous birth I used to worship you. Now you bow to me. You know the story of my previous birth from the memory of caste. Live happily, may you be blessed. After listening to your words, I will roam in the forest without attachment. The ghost said that, O traveler, I heard this conversation between the monkey and the crane on the bank of the river. Then I realized an attachment and grief were destroyed. Magh month 26th chapter is completed. Friends, please like and share this video. Also do subscribe the channel. All those who are listening, please stay with me. Jai Shri Hari Vishnu Bhagwan. Jai Mahalakshmi Mata. Hare Krishna.